Hello, college football fans, and welcome back to College Football Showdown. It's been a while since I've been on the channel. I got super busy at the end of last season, and I wasn't even able to cover the playoffs. Speaking of, how about that championship game? I was honestly going to pick Clemson over Bama, but I never thought we'd see them dominate like we did. Also, I never thought a Nick Saban team would be absolutely demolished and fall apart like we saw them do in January. Alright, that's enough of last year. We will see if Clemson can defend their title in 2019. Now, let's get back to today's video. As y'all can tell from the title, this will be a 2019 predictions video. I will be letting you know who I think will win each of the Power 5 conferences, as well as who I think will make it to the 2019 College Football Playoff. The first conference we will be looking at is the ACC. In the Atlantic Division, I have Clemson running the table, going 12-0 in the regular season, against what seems to be even less divisional competition than last year. Over in the Coastal Division, I have Virginia edging out Miami with a 10-2 record. This means I have Clemson versus Virginia in the ACC title game in Charlotte, and I really don't think it should be too close. I have Clemson winning and moving on to 13-0. Next, we will look at the Big Ten. Over in the East, I think new quarterback Justin Fields will lead Ohio State to a divisional championship. However, I think they will pick up 2 losses on the way there. Over in the Big Ten West, I see a lot of people picking Nebraska to come out on top. However, I think they are one of the most overrated teams of the year. Instead, I am picking Northwestern to go 10-2 to win the West, challenging a 10-2 Ohio State team for the Big Ten championship. However, I think the Buckeyes will come out on top of this one, winning the Big Ten yet again. Moving on to the Big 12, I am predicting a rematch of Bedlam between an 11-1 Oklahoma and a 10-2 Texas. However, I have the Sooners coming out on top of this one. Now moving on to the Pac-12, I think some of the top teams of the North will beat each other up, with Oregon coming out on top with a 10-2 record. I think the Pac-12 South is a very forgiving division, so even though Utah may trip up just a little bit, they will still emerge victorious with a 9-3 record. Now in the Pac-12 championship game, I think the Ducks are just more talented than Utah, so I will pick Oregon to be the Pac-12 champs. Last, but certainly not least, is the SEC. Over in the West, I think Alabama will be fueled by their loss in the championship last year. I am predicting them to go 12-0, running the table. I think there will be a similar situation over in the East, as I believe Georgia will be able to win all of their games, putting down a 12-0 record. This means I expect there to be a national championship rematch from 2 years ago in the SEC championship. Now this one could be close, but I have Alabama coming out on top. Now, let's take a look at my 2019 playoff prediction. I only have 2 teams going undefeated to this point, so it would make sense that they get in. So at number 1, I have the Clemson Tigers, and number 2, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Now next up in the 3 slot, I will take the 12-1 Big 12 champs, the Oklahoma Sooners. It all comes down to the final number 4 spot. It could be a lot of teams, but I am going with the 12-1 SEC runner-ups, the Georgia Bulldogs. My first team out is the Ohio State Buckeyes with an 11-2 record. I just think they will trip up a few times during the season with an inexperienced Justin Fields. But hey, they very well could not trip up and keep on going strong and have a real shot at the playoff. But for now, I will just slide them in at number 5, just outside. So yes, this does mean I am picking the same playoff teams from 2 years ago, just in a different order. Sorry if you were wanting a bold prediction, but those are the teams that I honestly think have the best shot at getting in. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I would love to see your 2019 predictions in the comments below, as well as any video suggestions you have. Anyways, that's all for now. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video.